Siblings of Reddit, what's the worst thing you got blamed for that your siblings did? Stealing money from my mom. As punishment, my parents threw out my entire comic book collection and locked up my video games for 3 months. My sister didn't do it, but one of her friends was later discovered stealing from another friend's mom. My parents never even apologized, just pretended like it never happened. My little brother used to call out "stop hitting me" from the back of the house. I got into trouble a few times, even though I hadn't touched him. Then he pulled this same trick when I wasn't home. And that was the end of that. My younger sister bought herself a laptop at about 13, I guess. My mom had to borrow it and found fanfic tabs opened and saw a lot of cursing, possibly mentioning sex as well. My sister blamed it on me, so I got in trouble despite never being allowed near her laptop. That was part of the phase my siblings went through where they blamed absolutely everything on me, so I was constantly in trouble. My older brother once stole $40 from my mom. He hid it under the shoe stand at the front door in case she noticed, so that it could be easily dismissed as her dropping it. 10-year-old me found the $40 by accident and thought it was my lucky day, so I took it. When my brother returned to see that it was gone, he immediately told my mother that I stole $40 from her, and I got in so much shit. I never knew it was hers or what his plan was. When I told her I just found it, she didn't believe me. What bugs me is that she never caught onto the fact that he somehow knew the $40 was taken without it ever being mentioned. My dad would get pissed as hell if he ever found something broken, worn out, or used up, and when he was pissed, he'd take it out on me. He said it was being disrespectful of the things he had provided. His logic was that either I did it or my siblings did, and I was the oldest, so I should have kept them in line. Never mind that they didn't listen to me back then, and I wasn't allowed to punish them, so why would they? Hell, sometimes my dad was the one who broke or wore out or used up whatever it was, and he either wouldn't admit to it or forgot about it. Kind of the opposite, but my sister got blamed for distracting me while driving, which resulted in me driving up on the sidewalk. She shoved my arm while driving to get my attention. I didn't feel it because I was focused on not speeding in the city limits. She shoved me again and caused me to jerk the wheel, and we drove up on the sidewalk. She yelled at me for not paying attention. We got home and she tried to get me in trouble for what happened. She stupidity included that part of her shoving while I was behind the wheel, and she got grounded for about 2 weeks for possibly putting our lives in danger. She got blamed for almost causing an accident while not driving. Oldest sibling of 2 brothers here. My dad had a pretty rough relationship with his older brother, so growing up he assumed I would torture my younger brothers the same way he was when he was little. Couldn't be further from the truth. My brothers realized this fairly early on and blamed me for legitimately everything. For years, I was considered the problem child until my dad caught my middle brother doing something, can't remember for the life of me what it was, and immediately blaming me when asked about it. I wasn't even home at the time. I was probably about 6 and my sister was 7. We just moved into a house where we had our own rooms. Hers was across from mine, and she calls me into her room one day and she's fake crying. She points to her new dresser she just got that day. That's all she did. She pointed to it. Then the psycho completely stops crying and says, "Look at the back." His name was Adam. He's here. So I slowly look at the back of the dresser and she had carved "I'm an alien." Of course 6-year-old me freaks the fuck out. At this point I legitimately think there is an alien in my house. I run back to my room and shut the door so I would be safe from the alien. My mom calls us for dinner and it was the most awkward thing I have ever sat through. My sister was obviously scared I would tell mom about the alien, and I was terrified that there was even an alien to begin with. After dinner, my mom is cleaning up my sister's room and all I hear is my mom yelling, "Destiny Mary, come here right now." I ran because I thought she found the alien. Little did I know, I was in trouble too. My sister confessed to the whole thing and said she did it to scare me. She got grounded for 3 weeks, and I got 1 week for not telling mom what she had done. Still mad 20 years later. I got in trouble for biting my sister once. To be fair, I did bite her, just not hard enough to leave any sort of mark. The little jerk chomped herself to get the evidence in place, then went crying to mom and dad. Worked better than the time she wrote my name on the wall in marker in an attempt to frame me for vandalism. Turns out he doesn't know how to spell his name yet was enough to clear my name. Almost. I had 12 police officers at my house that wanted to search my place. On their warrant I, not the police, saw that they needed my twin brother, same initials. Exactly what the guilty twin would say. I almost got sent to juvenile because my brother ran into a wall and blamed it on me. Then my mom pretended it didn't happen the next day. Buying over $600 worth of V-Bucks. My god, all of you have horrible stories and I feel sorry for you guys. I can't remember a time where I got blamed or my brother got blamed. We just got punished together for whatever either of us did. Hi. Thanks for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want. It would definitely be appreciated. See you next time.